This feels pretty weird to say on March the 9th or really any time in winter, but in the next 2 weeks as I record this on March the 9th, Denver actually has a better chance of getting to 80 and honestly has a better chance of hitting 85 degrees in the next 2 weeks than we do of getting measurable snow. So I hope if you like snow that you soaked it all in back on Friday because we are not seeing that again anytime soon. So let's take a look at kind of the broad picture and why we're looking at this another warm and dry outlook, especially here in mid-March. This is prime time for Denver snowstorms. We've gotten several big snowstorms. You might remember 5 years ago, we had our fourth biggest snowstorm on record in mid-March of 2021. And this year it's gonna be in the perhaps 80s in mid-March. So what's going on here is we've got just a big honking ridge of high pressure that's going to build on it. This is actually in response to a big trough of low pressure across the Great Lakes, and it's really more across southeastern Canada, around Hudson Bay, Quebec, big trough of low pressure anchored that way. And in response, the atmosphere, remember, weather is basically a balancing act, and so in response, the atmosphere is essentially going to spike up those temperatures for the southwestern United States, and models very bullish, depending on how you see it, but very bullish on the possibility that next week we see a big ridge of high pressure over the southwest. And that, I'm just going to say this, computer model averages have us in the low 80s for the end of next week. And in some cases, some of the models showing us getting close to 90, some of them. I wouldn't take that to the bank or anything close to it. But point here, folks, is that our chances for snow, very low. Slight chance that on Sunday or Monday, we may get a little slushy snow with the storm system that mostly passes off to our north and east. If that can track a little further south, then maybe we get some snow here in Denver. But the more likely scenario is that we end up in the 80s in mid-March, and that is wild for this time of year. Our average high is just in the low to mid-50s in mid-March, and this is, again, prime time for Denver snowstorms, but we're not seeing that anytime soon.